Big transfer news at FC Barcelona. While the Blaugrana continue their strong season in La Liga and push in the UEFA Champions League, a major transfer story is heating up behind the scenes. Barcelona are already planning their defensive future, with Jhon Lucumí from Bologna FC emerging as a serious alternative to top target Alessandro Bastoni. But that's not all. Marc Casado is reportedly set to leave the club for Saudi Arabia in a €20 million move. Barcelona's midfield future could be changing fast, and several clubs across Europe are already watching closely. Transfers, surprises, and big decisions at Camp Nou. This is a crucial moment for Barça. Stay tuned until the end to find out everything. Barcelona eye Colombian international as potential alternative to top defensive target. It is no secret that Barcelona are on the hunt for a new centre-back, with Alessandro Bastoni emerging as the top pick. The Inter Milan defender is regarded highly in the Barcelona camp due to his ball. FC Barcelona are actively working on strengthening their defense, with Alessandro Bastoni remaining their top target due to his excellent ball-playing ability. However, the deal is expected to be very difficult, as Inter Milan are not willing to let one of their key defenders leave easily. Because of this, Barcelona are also exploring more affordable alternatives in the market. Sporting director Deco has already started looking at other options, including Jhon Lucumí from Bologna FC. Lucumí is a left-footed centre-back who matches Barcelona's profile perfectly. He is technically strong, comfortable on the ball, and physically solid, making him an ideal partner for young defender Pau Cubarsí in the future. At 27, Lucumí is not young Parisi, but he is currently at the peak of his powers and has ample experience of the Italian top flight, having featured in almost 150 competitive matches for Bologna. The most enticing factor about Lucumí is his valuation, with the defender being rated at around €25 million. Although Barcelona's interest is likely to drive up the defender's valuation, he is being looked at quite favorably by the Catalans. Lucumí's contract at Bologna expires in 2027, meaning Barcelona will have more leverage in transfer negotiations, given that he could become eligible to sign a pre-contract agreement halfway through next season. There is no doubt that Barcelona still consider Bastoni as the primary target for the summer of 2026. But if they fail to land the Italian international on a cut-price deal, it won't be surprising to see the club making a move for Lucumí. Aston Villa are now facing the threat of losing out on Oscar Mingueza to Arsenal this summer, with the Gunners entering talks to sign the defender. Arteta admits a lot at stake in strange Arsenal display. With 6 games left to play in the Premier League, Bournemouth have just blown the title race wide open by shocking Arsenal at the Emirates. The Gunners, meanwhile, have been left in an undeniable panic after making it 3 defeats in their last 4 games in all competitions. Alex Scott's goal could prove to be all-important by the time that May arrives. The midfielder's effort secured 3 points for the Cherries and left Arsenal sitting 9 points clear of Manchester City, who have 2 games in hand on Mikel Arteta's side to play. Should results go their way, the citizens will be level on points with their rivals. Even Arteta couldn't hide from what the result could mean, telling reporters at full time, "The second half you expect a different game. We did a lot of strange things today. We have been very consistent. This can happen, this is football." On whether the players are hurting, he added, "A lot. It has to hurt. They have to take it on the chin. You stand up and go for the fight or you're out. It's a big week. A lot at stake. We're still in a good position in both competitions." FC Barcelona took a big step toward defending their La Liga title after a strong 4-1 win over RCD Espanyol at Camp Nou. Goals from Ferran Torres, Lamine Yamal, and Marcus Rashford helped secure a dominant victory and extend their momentum in the title race. The result also saw Barcelona move 9 points clear of Real Madrid at the top of the table, after Madrid dropped points in a draw against Girona at the Santiago Bernabéu. With the season entering its final stretch, Barcelona are now firmly in control of the title race, but the pressure remains high as every remaining match could decide the outcome. Both Barcelona and Real Madrid now have just 7 La Liga games left to play, with a maximum of 21 points up for grabs for the 2 title rivals. Here's a look at the remaining fixtures. Barcelona vs Celta Vigo. Getafe vs Barcelona. Osasuna vs Barcelona. Barcelona vs Real Madrid. Alaves vs Barcelona. Barcelona vs Real Betis. Valencia vs Barcelona. Real Madrid. Real Madrid vs Alaves. Real Betis vs Real Madrid. Espanyol vs Real Madrid. Barcelona vs Real Madrid. Real Madrid vs Real Oviedo. Sevilla vs Real Madrid. Real Madrid vs Athletic Club. FC Barcelona and Real Madrid are set to meet again later this season in La Liga, with Barcelona looking for revenge after losing the first El Clasico at the Bernabeu earlier in the campaign. This upcoming clash could also be huge for the title race. Depending on how results go before then, Barcelona could even have the chance to secure the league title by beating Real Madrid at Camp Nou, a scenario that would make the moment even more dramatic for fans. Meanwhile, a major transfer story is developing around Marc Casado. According to Diario Sport, the young midfielder has decided he wants to leave FC Barcelona at the end of the season. The report says he has fallen out of favor under Hansi Flick and is no longer seen as part of the club's long-term project. One of the key reasons behind his decision is the lack of trust from the club. His contract renewal talks were reportedly put on hold, which made him feel uncertain about his future. On top of that, his playing time has been limited this season, with only around 1,200 minutes on the pitch, pushing him further toward an exit. As per the report, a series of factors have convinced Casado to put an end to his spell at Barcelona in the coming summer. The midfielder was particularly not happy with the way the club halted his renewal talks, which was an early sign that he was already out of the club's long-term plans. Another obvious reason is his sheer lack of prominence in the team this season. As we approach the final phase of the campaign, the midfielder has featured in only 1,200 minutes of action. What's next for Casado? The report adds that Saudi Arabia has emerged as the likely destination for Casado, who will not remain in La Liga or move to a foreign European league. Several Saudi Arabian clubs have already expressed the desire to sign the young Barcelona midfielder. Although Casado was courted by La Liga clubs, he wasn't enticed by any of the offers made for him. Barça, for their part, are expected to ask a figure of around €20 million for the services of the Spaniard, who still possesses immense talent and has the quality to become a star player in the Middle East. In the end, FC Barcelona are facing major decisions both on and off the pitch. The club continues to target elite defensive reinforcements, with Alessandro Bastoni as the top priority, while Jhon Lucumí remains a strong and more affordable alternative. At the same time, the expected departure of Marc Casado to Saudi Arabia shows that Barça are not afraid to make bold squad decisions during this rebuild. What do you think? Is Lucumí a smart backup option for Bastoni? And should Barcelona really let Casado leave? Drop your opinion in the comments. Subscribe for more Barcelona transfer news and updates. The transfer window is just getting started, and more surprises are coming.